My name is Elaine. I'm 58 years old. I have a 33-year-old daughter, and since she was 15 years old, she has been using illegal substances that are completely harmful: marijuana, cocaine, inhalants. And my daughter suffers a lot because of all this. Because today she has 4 children, each one from a different father. And out of the 4, I have custody of 3 of them. The most critical moments were when she would disappear for more than 3 days, and I wouldn't know where she was. And she would become aggressive and attack her own children. She even attacked me. I've gone to get her from the street corners. I've brought her back home. I've gone to the slums. She was even detained there. I've had to bathe her. I've had to feed her. Unfortunately, my daughter is not alone in this war. Her father is also a drug user. What hurts the most is that I'm fighting and it feels like I'm doing nothing. My soul is suffering. My soul is distressed. I separated from her father, but I can't separate myself from my daughter. And now I'm taking care of my grandchildren. Help me, Lord. I'm running out of strength.
Miss Eliani, my name is Solange. I'm Raphael's mother. I have also been through everything you're talking about in my married life. I had a husband who attacked me and broke my finger. He punched me in the eye and almost made me lose my sight. And the children, since he was a drug user, he would take the children to use them with him.
And that's what hurts me the most as a mother, knowing that her father was taking drugs and that he even asked her to buy drugs.
That's a lack of love. Love gets lost, both from father to child and from child to father. They're unable to see love. I lost 2 children in Belém. All of them went down the path of drug addiction. I had 2 sons arrested. I lost the second one, and I lost the last one. This is my son, Raphael. He started using when he was 15, going on 16. He worked. He's always worked. But then, he'd go a week without working. A rubbish truck ran over his legs. He threw himself inside a rubbish skip to sleep. When the bin man came to collect it, he noticed movement inside the skip, and there he was inside. He ate rubbish. Here, he hadn't slept for almost 15 days. Then he would just pass out. This happened in Rio de Janeiro. If you had seen how his foot became, my God. He said, "Mom, I can't walk anymore." His foot was completely cut up underneath. If you ask me, did you ever want to give up? No. Do you know why? Because I thought, if I give up on Raphael, I am giving up on my faith. I came to know the faith in 2010. We went to the church in Julius Caesar in Belém. And from there, I converted to Jesus. But then, without the Holy Spirit, you get a little, tired. And I said, my God, if you don't come inside of me, I just can't do it. Because it's something you can't explain. You understand? You're going through that moment, and he has to feel that emptiness. No one can feel that emptiness. Your husband can talk. Your mom can say things. But he is the one who feels that emptiness. And from there, I began to have joy. Real joy. Because if God hadn't come in, I wouldn't be here. I would have probably gone mad. Because we get baptized, we give our life to Jesus, leave sin behind, but we must be filled with the Holy Spirit within us in order to remain. I would make vows. In fact, we have that passage in Leviticus 27 verse 2 that says that when you make vows for the family, they belong to God. So I made that vow. Everything appeared to be going wrong. This was when he was at his worst. Until then, I had never seen Raphael like that before. One day, I was in Rio de Janeiro, and Raphael came. It was raining, and I was there in the rain calling him. Here, he was using drugs.
And he would disappear. How many days would he be gone for?
15 days. He ended up disappearing for 3 months in Brasilia, completely missing.
Look how drugs transform, how they change them entirely.
The love is lost.
That's true. Did you ever feel like he was getting better and then he relapsed?
Yes. That day, we were coming home and he began to cry. He said, "Mom, I can't do it. I want to get out of this." I told him, "God will help you." But he thought he wouldn't. He cried and said, "I want to get out of this. I have nightmares." One day, I was at church and I saw that Raphael was getting worse and worse. And I prayed to God and said, "Lord, make this change for me because I can't do it." Even though I have the Holy Spirit, the battle has become too great. I didn't make just one vow, but many. But what really stood out was the campaign of Israel I took part in. I participated in that campaign of Israel, focused on Raphael, on the family, so I truly gave everything. That day, I climbed the altar and said, "Lord, look, I'm sad because I want to see an answer. And I'm placing my everything here." I put it on the altar, and I came down already knowing that there was an answer. There was no doubt.
How is your son Raphael today?
Today, well, it's best to show you who he is now.
Good afternoon.
He's a different person. I would never have said it was him. Nice to meet you.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Nice to meet you. What a transformation.
I spent 22 years in addiction. When I came here to Rio, 1 year later, I ended up living on the streets. So, my mum was saying she would see me maybe once a month. Sometimes she'd see me after a month. When I managed to stay sober, I would just cry. But I always walked past the cathedral, and I always saw the scriptures. "Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me." Every time I passed by, sometimes 15 times a day, I read that verse, and I always called out to him. Then I remember that on the 11th of August, my birthday, there were 6 months from that day until New Year's Eve, which is the day I came, the 31st.
My dear friend, it is midnight. Let the entire year of 2025 be consecrated.
From the beginning of the year, I surrendered. I was sincere with him. I gave him my weaknesses, my flaws, that I was weak, that I had addictions. I didn't look for beautiful words. I said what was inside me, and all that evil was taken out. That's when I discovered that we need a stronger spirit, which is the Holy Spirit. So I started to fight. I started to persevere. I started to desire to receive the Holy Spirit, because I knew that without the Holy Spirit, we won't be able to remain. That's how I was for 22 years. I came to church about 5 times, came and left, because I didn't have that spirit of strength, which is the Holy Spirit. And there was a campaign of Israel where I understood that I had to place my life on the altar. I gave my life for the things of the world, so why not for God? So I decided to give my soul and sacrifice. I gave my life and sacrificed in the last campaign of Israel to receive the Holy Spirit. I wasn't looking for an emotion, so I didn't feel anything. I just had complete certainty that I was a different person.
I only have gratitude, nothing to ask for, just to thank God. Today, he is a completely different son.
What I want to say to you is, don't give up, just like my mother didn't give up. And because you place your daughter's life on the altar, place your own soul on the altar. The greatest offering on the altar isn't money, land, or a car. It's our soul.
And what I've learned from what you've lived through is that God never gives up on us, never.
Just like he's here now.
Just like he's here now, help has come.
He always brings someone.
Someone who has been through it.
Besides hearing about it, you're seeing it. Seeing is different from hearing about it.
And next time, I'll be sitting here where you are so I can help the next person. I want to thank you from my heart very, very much, because I now see myself with hope. God gave me that hope. Can I give you a hug?
This is a hug from God. Soon, we are going to have this testimony from your daughter.
May the Holy Spirit bless you and give you strength. Okay?
Definitely.
Don't give up.
Don't worry. I will never give up.
If you would like to, take down my number.
Okay.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning.